Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WSSEA. We got another Valorant stream for you tonight. This week is filled with streams. We got a lot of more content coming in as well. But today, the Valorant playoffs,
Oh,
it's going to be
wait.
Lake Stevens going up
I
against
think you mic'd this one out.
AC Davis. Can you hear me? Mm -hmm.
Oh,
Let me
I can
just
hear you
have a
now.
quick check. Oh, all right. Perfect. Okay. Yes, done. The first playoffs. Today, Valorant. We got AC Davis going up against the Lake Stevens. How do you feel about these two teams?
I'm super excited. Like you said, it's the first round of playoffs. Cannot wait to see what happens. First round of playoffs is really the most hand sweaty moment for me because it really is like the first stepping stone of like whether or not you'll make it in a tournament or not. And yeah, I'm just super excited. So today we have Lake Stevens versus AC Davis. Lake Stevens was the second place team at state last year. This season, Lake Stevens took second in Division A with a 5-1 record. AC Davis is a new school to WSSEA this year. They placed third in Division B with a 4-2 record. So fantastic by both of them. Can't wait to see these two teams play.
Absolutely, and it seems like they'll be playing on Ascent now. Ascent, Don, one of the most classic maps in the game. We got two sides. It's pretty. We got a mid. We got A main, A short, B main, B short. So pretty simple stuff. I'm excited to see what these teams bring onto the table because, like you said, both of them had a pretty good record in both the divisions, and now here in this season, I want to see them compete at the highest standards. Like, I mean, the utility usage off the charts. I'm talking about a mechanical aim. I'm talking all the good stuff that we see at the highest lobbies.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like you said, Ascent is one of the best maps for that kind of stuff. Just its simple nature and back to the roots of a standardized map is super exciting to watch. I love watching the outplays, the team plays, the utility usage. Like you said, Ascent is just one of my favorite maps of all time. I love running it down cat, going B or A or wherever it is. It's just a fantastic map. I'm super excited.
Absolutely, and once again, thank you to our sponsors, Washington National Guard, for making this league possible. We're here because of you, and we're here because it's also too much fun to see these high school teams going up against each other. We're almost ready to get started, but what kind of rosters are you expecting, Don?
On Ascent, I always love to watch Jets. I think Jets on Ascent are just super fun, especially just holding the cat to tile area. They can dash away, they can op. It's super great to see them. And although this map doesn't have too much verticality, it still has those heaven areas on both sides. And yeah, it's just, or not on both sides. I mean, you do have that lane walk and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, Jet is what I really want to watch.
Absolutely, and if we could just have a quick look at the other brackets, we got a lot more teams as well. If the production would just be pulling it up right now, the first match that we're streaming today is going to be Lake Stevens going up against AC Davis. But here we go, the other games. We got the Cedro Volley going up against Linden. We've all seen Linden play in the Valorant games, and we can tell how fearful they can be when it comes to Valorant. Southridge going up against Rogers, and Nooksack Valley going up against Seattle Prep. I am excited to see what the result of that comes out to be. And of course, next week we got the semifinals around the same time. So guys, stay tuned. It's gonna be very fun. And of course, the grand finals taking place on the 14th of December, 4 p.m. PST. Don, who do you think of out of all of these teams are making into that final showdown?
Man, I'd have to say so far this tournament, I have loved watching Nooksack Valley. I think they're just a really good, well-rounded team with some very high-level players. I think Nooksack Valley definitely has a huge chance of making it to the finals. I cannot wait to watch them there because I guarantee it, 100%.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see Nooksack Valley in action again. But as of right now, Lake Stevens and Davis, I do not believe we have had a look at Lake Stevens before, so it is going to be exciting to see what kind of roster moves, what kind of rosters do they like to run in, and what kind of aim and what kind of strategies do they bring to the table.
Yeah, I always love seeing what kind of ranks are in these high school teams. I remember whenever I was a high schooler playing Counter-Strike and stuff like that, I was just a lowly silver, as most North Americans were. But I remember being a high schooler, I wasn't very good. So seeing these really good high school players really takes me back, and it's really exciting, and I can feel the excitement that they feel, and yeah, it's just super fun to watch.
It really is. And as we move on to the rosters, of course, we got AC Davis on the defensive side here. And we believe on the other side, on the Lake Stevens side, the rosters have already been set. We got a Jet, like you said, you love to see it. We got a Reina, a KJ, extremely crucial to hold down that B side on defense. We got a Chamber. I just heard the chamber's been noted. I know that the update hasn't come through yet, but oh my God, chamber mains! I am so sorry for what's about to happen to you.
I'm honestly super excited about it. I have been hating the chamber meta ever since he came out. He's got an insane pick rate in VCT, and even more than Jet ever was. I mean, chamber is just super powerful, and I think for the longest time he's been way too high in the pick rates, and way too much of an advantage over any player. So I'm super excited for the chamber nerfs. That said, we do have a chamber in here from the side of Lake Stevens, so that's exciting. Other than that, we have a Jet and Astra. Astra's going to be fun to watch. I love watching Astra's play. I love their util lineups, and also their pull onto bomb plants and stuff like that. I think she's really crucial to the team if she can stay alive to the end of the round.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, going into Ascent here, finally. First round. What do you think the plan is?
Now, coming in from the attacker side, right? We got Astra, like you said. So, taking either of the sides gets a lot more easier. We got a smoke coming in. We got the fade reveal. So initiation could be very easy, especially on the attacking side here. I would recommend going towards A on a pistol round, especially when you have a KJ on the defense, because you wouldn't want to deal with the turret at the get go.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think A would be a smart choice, especially if you're able to take Catwalk with it as well. And it looks like that's exactly what they'll be doing, is they'll be stacking up towards the A site here. Hopefully they do a split, because that's my favorite way to play Ascent. I feel like if you're not splitting, then you're not winning, you know? So here we go. 20 seconds until round one officially starts. Cannot wait to see what happens. On the defense side, though, we do have two players on the A site, so hopefully they don't get run down too hard, but we'll have to see.
And very surprisingly, the KJ turns out to be playing over at A site, so they would still have to be dealing with the turret, although in a much open space. So it should be good. What is that crosshair from Call Me Philip? Is that a time glass?
It definitely looks like an hourglass. Yeah, taking me back to Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Good game, by the way, if you've never played it. But here we go into round one. Like you said, the Raise nade goes out. They do see the presence in A main as the attackers back up for that nade. But as they come out, they do realize that KJ is here. The turret does get shot out, and now it's just a 5-stack. Util goes out. Smoke, Jet dash onto site, taking that generator area. Budget Pro gets one. Rice Krispie snaps back with one. Rada Chanda actually gets 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Fantastic shots by him from the dice area, just taking him down as they come through that Viper wall.
Wow, what happened there? Radakachana. I mean, that wall has to be given a lot of credit, and it coming into the same guy, the Viper, being an absolute beast there with the coast. 4 kills to his name in only the very first round, and it seems like, wow, AC Davis, they're starting off strong.
Yeah, fantastic job by them. They held the A site fantastically. I feel like the attack was a little slow on the aggression, but I would maybe have rotated since they got the information there. But coming into round 2 here, we do have an B stack here, but 3 people on the side of AC Davis sitting on lane and market. As the 5 attackers stack up. Sage Wall will go up. That's probably gonna be a rotate 100%. There goes the rotate as they go through tiles here, but they better watch out as David, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, is sitting up here on Cat. He gets spotted out though as Radakachanda actually lurks up here towards the arches. Dog comes out but does not see him. It was just hitting the wall, I suppose. Still does not check. Here it comes. Radakachanda actually gets one on Budget Pro, gets a second here, gets a third with the stinger, and then Rice Crispy from Cat there to back him up. Now the last one is Dom on the catwalk area going into tree room here. He's only got 36 HP. He's got the headhunter, misses it though. Unfortunately, now he only has a classic, and here is Ray's David just sitting up in window, able to pick him off.
Wow. Extremely good round for AC Davis there. They know they were coming in mid, and they started enclosing them from all sides. We saw a push coming in from B short. We saw a push coming in from A short, and as well, of course, Radakachana on over at mid with the Stinger Pro, the Budget Pro, like you call it, got at least 3 kills with the Stinger. Extremely good plays coming in from him as well. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I believe my Coastcaster has just disconnected. Sorry about that. Just some technical difficulties here. But going into round 3 here, we do have a quite heavy stack here towards the A site area. Lots of fights going out, but only one gets picked off on Lake Stevens' side. So now the rest have sat back and just waited in the A area. So now the rotate might come out, but the Sage Wall is up, but they're just standing there waiting. Hoping that they can bait or rotate over towards the B site area. And so now we're just sitting, waiting in A main, but nothing is going on as of yet. They're just cutting all noise and all util. But 2 people still sitting here on the A site, so it's not too bad. They might still be able to take this when the Sage Wall actually breaks. The util is finally coming out. The breakthrough comes out. David gets picked. Or gets one, but quickly gets traded by Sneaky Turtle. Fantastic job by him. The bomb will probably go down here, and yes, it will. Only 10 seconds left in the round, so good timing as the defenders come up through the heaven area. Turtle actually gets one, so good job by him. Budget Pro gets another. Rice Crispy has to make a play here on Tree Room. He gets one, but quickly gets traded out by Sneaky Turtle. Unfortunate timing by him. So that's a 2-1 for AC Davis. I believe my co-caster is back. Later, are you here?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Finally. Well, at least the players' internet is fine, right?
Yeah, at least the players are fine.
All right. Catch me up to speed. What happened here?
Well, AC Davis just had a fantastic hold and a defuse on the ace side, I believe. Or actually, no, it was not a hold. Actually, Lake Stevens finally got their first round, I believe. So
oh, you
now,
love to see it.
Yeah, now going into their 4th round. All 5 are stacked up here towards the B-main area. Actually, a couple going towards tiles, but they have to be careful because David is up cat here watching. But he gives up the angle, so they're able to take this mid space, but still holding on to that cat area. Trying to take up arches, but Rice Crispy, fantastic shot onto Budget Pro, just up mid. Humongous by him, but spamming through the smoke. Actually, I think he tags Chamber there, so good shot by him, but he is lit a little bit himself, and now they're just trying to defend through this Viper wall as the rest of them stall out towards the mid-arch area and tiles, just kind of sitting. David actually gets one, but Dom trades him out, and now they're 3 of them actually. I think, no, 2 of them going up towards the cat area, but they got to watch out because Killjoy is still there and 2 more still up mid. And now it's just kind of a standstill, just sitting in tree as Rice Crispy comes out with a Marshall again, but no dice there. Oh, actually, almost tags him. There we go. Rice Crispy getting Dom down in the tree room. Now the bomb will get planted, but KJ's here with the mollies. Hopefully going to be able to finish that off here. Biggish Hair gets 1 in the tree room area, and now he's got to run up here, and he gets Biggish Hair. Good job by him. Sneaky Turtle, just a 1v2 situation, but doesn't make the Vandal spray, unfortunately.
All right. All right, we really like what I see here from AC Davis. Like you said, I mean that round I missed. The one round that Lake Stevens was able to take with the guns, unfortunately not being able to do so here. And AC Davis, I believe, was on that eco right now, so taking that eco round went extremely huge for them. As we see the Vandals coming in from both sides this time. AC Davis a bit of a scrappy buy with light armor coming in, but Lake Stevens still feeling pretty good about the money. 3-1 being the scoreline. Lake Stevens are looking to make this comeback right now.
Yeah, Lake Stevens being able to get quite a few picks into that last round, got AC Davis's money down a little bit. So hopefully they'll have the gun advantage here. They are splitting up a little bit here, which is nice. I love defaulting on ascent. I think it's the way to go. That way your team or the enemy team really doesn't know where you're going. So 2 here on the attacker's side towards the B area, and then 3 stacked up with the bomb. It looks like a fake. Call me Felipe peeks, gets 2 onto the lane area. Fantastic shots by him, as the rest are probably going to look to rotate, but David here, persistent, does not want to move from that cat area. Now he's going in gen as the 3 people from Lake Stevens pushes up a main here, and now the call will go out. The rest of them have to rotate and try to help David here. Nade goes out. Hopefully that delays a little bit. He hears one dash towards switch area, but he gets peeked by Sneaky Turtle. Rada Kachanda trying to defend here from the heaven area. But Call Me Felipe with a flank on the window gets a 1, 2, and that's a 4K for Call Me Felipe. Good shots by him.
2 over at B side with a flash, 2 over at A side. You'll love to see it. Colby Felipe has done a wonderful job taking that round for Lake Stevens. Like you said, 4K to his name. And I really am surprised that AC Davis, even after losing 2 over at B side, did not rotate. They were so adamant about staying at A side. And just like that, it worked out. They had the right idea. Unfortunately, they still could not stop the wrath of Lake Stevens as they moved towards B side. As we head on into the 6th round now, we got a pretty classic lineup. 3 over at B side, 2 over at A. However, nobody at mid, so mid could be easily taken away by Lake Stevens should they realize what's going on here. But as of right now, just a bit of a stance here. Royce goes by. Here he is ready to put up that wall, and he does. Call Me Felipe is still on the flank. And, you know, it's not every day you see the duelist being on the flanks here, especially on the attacking side. But this time, however, it works out perfectly for Call Me Felipe once again as he takes down one at A short. The rotation coming in as well. Call Me Felipe could be pulling down another one here, but he messes up the aim, and Royce goes by there to take him down. But the call is made. A side, or B side rather, is ready to be taken as the players are starting to move in. Ealer is still very much alive here, looking to catch a few off guard. Does get one. It's down to a 3v3, down to the wire here as we get the spike down from Sneaky Turtle. Vandals coming in from both sides, still got a lot of utility to work with, so Ealers has to stay alive, has to make sure that he uses all his util to get this information. Lakes, we got Biggish here in such a great position. ACDF should they decide to push and have to deal with the wrath of the Frayed right here, but the reel comes in, still doesn't get spotted though, so everybody just waiting out here, not deciding to push anytime soon. But here it is, the push coming in. Biggish here ready to take down one. He does. The other one taken down by Sneaky Turtle, and it is an absolute blowout coming in from Lake Stevens. Everybody getting a kill for their own, and the score is all tied up.
I am loving what Lake Stevens is doing here. Early on in the game, they were doing these 5-man pushes, and it just didn't seem to work out here. So they decided, hey, let's start splitting up our players. Let's start defaulting. Let's start waiting for pushes. Let's start faking them out and stuff like this. It's really what they really needed in order to get the leg up here. It's still an even match, 3-3 at the moment, but AC Davis not looking great on the buy. Only Marshals and Spectres to see. But has, like you said, the Reyna lurking up mid here as 4 others are sitting up towards the A main area. But here we go. Rada Kachanda actually picks off the lurking Reyna. Good job by him. And now the rest of Lake Stevens is just stacked up here towards the A main. I don't think they've given any information that they're there yet, but here comes Franny with the turret spotting them out, so they know a little bit here. But as the rotate comes out, AC Davis taking that area, and here comes the fade ult as Jet dashes in, and that bomb hopefully getting planted here soon, but they still need to take a little bit more space. But oh my goodness, Rada Kachana actually gets one with a molly and another with a Spectre. How did they pull this off? It's now a 2v5 on a save round. Franny not able to make the shots, but Budget Pro gets one as well, and now it's just a 2v3. So it's not looking over yet. Lake Stevens, only 2 players left, but they could still pull it back. Bomb is just sitting in A main, not able to do anything as Jet is holding the site alone. But Sneaky Turtle, fantastic shot by him. But Rada Kachanda with the 4th kill of the round, going for the ace, hopefully, as the Astra from Lake Stevens does the rotate dance going towards B site now. Not going to be able to pick them off as quick. So they have to rotate. I think it's best to stay together, but AC Davis is kind of splitting up here, one towards A as Viper rotates towards B, which is not great. The bomb will go down here on Lake Stevens' side as Rada Kachanda pushes up towards stairs, thinks about it, but decides to go lane anyway. He knows he's got to be on site. He knows he's probably backside. He actually just spotted the gun. Can he get the ace here? And yes, he does. Rada Kachanda with the ace in the quarterfinals. Fantastic job by him.
Look at that from Rada Kachanda. I mean, the best skill there for him was to get over at A side to Budget Pro. Because once again, like you said, it is going to be extremely hard to retake A side, especially when you're on an eco round. But he made it work. That kill over Jet was extremely huge for them to take control of A side and make the rotate happen. Unfortunately, Sneaky Turtle alone could not do much in that 1v2 as he's taken down by the man, the myth, the legend, Rada Kachanda himself. 4-3 now down. We got another round ahead of us, but the game has started to become extremely competitive from both sides.
Yeah, and let's not forget, like I said, AC Davis was on a save that round and somehow won with 2 players standing. I think they just did a really good job at defending, but now we have a split here going into mid as Biggish Hair does get 1 in the market area, and 2 players are going up towards mid. Hopefully be able to take some space, but David shuts one down. Lorena, who loves the lurk. And then as the fade goes up into market as well, hopefully this B split works out perfectly. But the rest are actually rotating through mid, probably going up cat here. And nobody is on A except for some KJ util. I think that KJ util is still in range. So hopefully it'll still spot out those players as the rest of them actually come back. And now the rotate hits. AC Davis, 4 players coming up. It's a 4v4 still. As Rice Krispie actually ults and reses one of his teammates, so now it's a 5v3 as David gets 1, and now Biggish Hair actually gets 1 as well. I believe that was in mid, and now the rest of them have to rotate as well. Now going into this retake, could go wrong in a lot of ways. What do you think?
It really could, but I believe AC Davis, having that advantage could be able to make this work in their favor. And of course, Rada Kachanda with that game sense and awareness does come in huge as he finds one down. Haven, Biggish Hair, last man alive, trying to spray it down, gets the spray back in return, and David is there to take him down. And AC Davis are going to be taking 2 rounds in a row now, all thanks to the utter dominance coming in from them over at both sides, even when they had to play on the retake. Be it a 4v2, be it a 2v4, they've always managed to make it work. They've always managed to make it so hard for Lake Stevens to actually take the round back.
Yeah, Rada Kachanda is 15-4 here. He's having a fantastic game. Like you said, it is the quarterfinals, so to bring this kind of performance is super crucial to keep your team in the bracket. So coming here now into the next round, we do have 5 of Lake Stevens stacked up towards B, 2 actually towards tiles going up mid. We know those lurks like to come out, but Lake Stevens has been getting shut down with those. But here we go. The wall comes out. Rice Krispie forced to use as a slow, baiting out at util as much as they can. Lake Stevens is as the rotate looks like it's coming out towards tiles as their bait has taken some space up mid. Hopefully they can play off of that. AC Davis not really knowing what to do as 3 players are just sitting in spawn. I think they're just getting ready to rotate whenever they get the information as 4 players walk up the catwalk area. Rada Kachanda actually in a fantastic position here, gets Call Me Felipe. Good shot by him as the wall comes down. Can he get a second? No, he does not. He doesn't get traded out as A site is now clear except for in heaven. Biggish Hair actually gets 1, almost gets 2 up in mid, but he gets traded out. Now it's just a 2v2. AC Davis has to retake as both of them are up in the heaven area. Bomb will go down by Sneaky Turtle. And now it's just a 2v2 as I like I said, the Astra util coming out. The drone comes out from heaven. Hopefully be able to spot Dom out here, but David not hitting those shots as of yet. But last two players are lit a little bit. This still is doable, especially with AC Davis with higher HP than the rest. Like I said, both of them are sitting in Gen area, and he should know that by the information that he's gotten. As they're just sitting in Gen, but AC Davis finally jumping out, gets slowed, but Dom peeks quick, gets that headshot.
There it is, Lake Stevens trying to make this comeback. We got a 2v1 there at the end, but played really well coming in from Lake Stevens. You know, they are understanding what kind of retake strategies AC Davis has been going for. But in a 1v2, of course, we saw them not being able to do much. Radha still at 17-5, but you know, Lake Stevens, they have it figured out. Once you take down the Viper, the round gets a lot more easier. So a bit of a targeting play coming in from the offensive side here. And of course, you gotta take what you get, right? You gotta take advantage of where you see fit. Lake Stevens still down by 1 here. Economy looking good from their side, and AC Davis here they are once again looking to defend B side here against Budget Pro, who's on the Vandal, not being able to peek really quickly. Rice by the classic wall does come up, and it seems like we might just be seeing a rotation towards mid. And now, Don, tell me something. What do you feel about the map control, or mid control rather, that Lake Stevens have been having these past few rounds?
I think it's really good. I think the ability to take mid and then catch rotates as they go through CT spawn is super crucial, especially if they know that nobody is market. So sitting here, we do have Fade pushed up towards Arches. He's going to use a dog to clear out those angles, spots the Sova up top mid, so he's able to get a little bit of information here, but still not taking too much space. I think I would take a little bit more space in order to actually do something, but Budget Pro actually gets a headshot on David. Good shot by him. So now it's a 5v4 as Fade actually does take that more space up mid as the rotate comes out, and only Viper is here on B as the Fade Eye comes out, spots him. Actually doesn't spot him, but Radha actually does shoot it. And as that mid player actually does get spotted, Allures gets him. So now it's just a 4-stack towards B site as they all run up down lane. And call me Felipe, good shot by him. Now it's just Radha on site. They're alone to defend. He hears one up close towards the button, but sprays, doesn't make anything of it as Dom picks him off. The Sova ult will come out, trying to do cancel the bomb plant, but Dom just runs him down, knows where that ult is coming from. Good job by Dom. Good round.
Oh, and a waste of ult coming in from Sova on the defensive side here. Could have used it here in the later rounds, but unfortunately did not work out in his favor. But we still got a lot more ults to go. We still have Radha on that Viper ult, and I am telling you as a fact that it is gonna make a round shift here right on before the half changes. AC Davis still, you know, Lake Stevens, they are here to tie it all up 5-5. Like I said, the game's getting extremely competitive, and as the utility goes down from KJ, we got another take towards A site here from Lake Stevens.
Yeah, all 5 players stacked up towards site. We know Lake Stevens is playing a little bit more slow here. I think they're really just trying to get as much information as possible, but also bait util. Viper wall, not going to be able to give them much though as the nade comes out. There's some more util that's being used. I love it whenever players on the attacker bait out that utility, because then it really opens you up for being able to rotate. But 4 players from AC Davis on the defensive side stacked up here on a site. Not going to be able to do much from Lake Stevens as the Astra ult and Fade ult come out. Going to be able to take a lot of space with that. And as Radha gets one, but traded out by Sneaky Turtle. David going up towards Gen, but gets picked off by David. David just sitting back here in Gen, stopping them from doing anything. Other side of the Astra wall, Ray's ult comes out, actually gets him through the wall because he got pinged. Good job by him. He can't shoot through that Astra wall, so he has to use his ult. As the last 2 players of Lake Stevens sit in A main, just stalled out, not able to do anything. Another nade comes out. Sneaky Turtle actually does get Sage on top of the wall. Alerts trades him out, and now the last 3 are left, but the time runs down. It's a thrifty from AC Davis.
And the bomb planted completely towards the other side of the box, and not where you'd want to be if you're Lake Stevens. That was not an aim in plant, and they come to regret it. AC Davis up by a 1 here as we reach the last round of this first half. We got a lot of action so far. Lake Stevens, we see a couple of good players here and there. We saw them going all out with the ults there at the end. Unfortunately, still the retake coming in from AC Davis, absolutely humongous. Now they're gonna be trying their luck over on the other side. While Radakachanda, he struggles to make that one-way smoke work, but here it is. The ult comes out, and Lake Stevens will probably be looking for the rotation play, but might just work out in their favor. Look at that headshot coming in from Call Me Philippe. Heading in towards A side here, nice and simple. We got a KJ and its utility. But of course, Radakachanda now right there over that tree to make a difference with a judge in his hand. Call Me Philippe. The only man that has been able to compete with that kind of aim is here. Takes down Franny. There's to take down Ehlers, but Ehlers, quick on the trigger, gets him down immediately. Biggish hair going up against Viper. Does he find it? No. Decides to rotate away. Now 3 people over at Haven, 4 over at A side. Things are looking very promising for Lake Stevens as Dom finds another one. Extremely good precise aim coming in from Phantom there. The DK comes out. Radakachanda still very much alive here. Finds Dom. A 3v2. And like I said, Don, as long as Radakachanda is alive, anything is possible.
But yeah, anything is possible here. And like you said, it's a 1v3 now, as Sneaky Turtle does pick up 1 on Heaven there, but finally Budget Pro picks off the last player in Tree Room. So now it's a 6-6 half. I believe we saw this Tuesday as well, the 6-6 half going into second half. Yeah, it's just, like you said, super competitive here in the first game, or first half. It was just back and forth constantly. They were constantly reading each other, getting these nice plays, and just a really nice job.
Absolutely, you love to see it. Lake Stevens tying it all up there in that last round. It's amazing. I mean, even after going towards B side, right? They had once again, you have to give that initial kill from the Reyna over at Shadow to raise to get that A side going, and of course they did a wonderful job at doing that. Now on the defensive side here, we got KJs on both sides. We got KJ from the AC Davis side, and now we shall see what they're able to do on the offense. Call Me Felipe pushing in a little too early there. Does get some information, and the rotation will be coming in from at least one of the players. AC Davis still looking for a kill here as the boombot goes out. Ehlers will be putting this reveal down. And now the call begins. Call Me Felipe finds one, gets traded out by Rada. AC Davis in a 4v4 here, looking to push towards B side. The opening is there, and they get the side under control. Lake Stevens now on the retake.
Yeah, and Ehlers actually does pick up another as the bomb does go down here on B side. Now it's just a 4v3 situation as Lake Stevens has to rotate and help retake this site. Little do they know, one is still sitting in B or in B main. Here goes the turret. It is taken out. Do they know that one is close here towards the lane? Radakachanda gets one. Is he able to get a second? No. Biggish Hair shuts him down as Franny finally gets one. I think that's his first kill of the game, but he gets killed right away. And then finally David picks off the last one. Biggish Hair on lane. 7-6 for AC Davis.
Oh, Biggish here did such a good job there looking to make that 4v2 happen. Did find 2. Unfortunately, was not enough to take the side down to himself. AC Davis take the pistol round. And you know what that means. This round's going to be a lot more hard for Lake Stevens to pull off here. As we see the mid left completely open. We got a 3-player stack towards A side. A pretty classic lineup here. But like I said, this is very interesting. We see them going for just a few pistols and sheriffs here and there, but AC Davis once again on the aim of taking B side. Should be able to do so without any problems, as the gun are still in their favor. AC Davis, just holding on out here, trying to figure out whether somebody they'll catch them on the early rotations. Radakachanda puts the wall down. There it is, the push coming in towards B side. The nade goes out from David, and we still have 2 players. The headhunter might be doing a little damage, doesn't do it. Call Me Felipe on the deagle, finds one. David, where are you looking? Rice Crisp Spy finds one through the wall. Call Me Felipe doing a lot of damage with the sheriff. Can he do more? Already found 2 here. This eco round is turning out to be very expensive for AC Davis. Should they be able to go down by Dom? Not yet. Dom doing a lot of damage, does run out of bullets though. Finally taken down by Rice Spires. Ryder finds another. Lake Stevens finally down to their last man with the classic in hand. AC Davis, it should be easy for them to take the side back, since we see Budget Bro, the last man alive, still finds one though. But does he know about the flank? 48 health to his name, has the dash, does hear that man on wall, but Rice Crispy is there to take him down. AC Davis once again take the SMG round.
Great round by Rice Krispie. He ended up with 3 picks there. Into the second round, though, not looking too... well, not second round, I'm sorry. In the... oh, actually, that was the second round. Into the second round, though, it looks like AC Davis actually didn't buy much, but still won the round. So now here, into the third round, they're able to buy up with 4 rifles and full shields. So great economy play by them. And so now finally going into a 5-stack towards the A site area as Radakachanda leads the push with bomb in hand. Still kind of playing really slow though, trying to get as much information and bait out some util possibly as the Raze bot will go out, trying to spot at least somebody. The Viper wall goes up and it looks like they're going to be trying to push here as Budget Pro actually does get one, dashes away, but gets traded out immediately. Dom close up on the left-hand side, gets one, but again, traded out by Radakachanda as the last 3 players of AC Davis sit in A main, just waiting. It's a 3v3. I don't think they're going to want to take A site here anymore, but
absolutely not.
Yeah, the rotate does not come out, though, as they just sit in A main. I think they're trying to bait into a rotate as the wall does come up. Single Viper just peeking, only him gets picked, but allures with the trade. Now it's just Biggish Hair close up left towards the door as the push is again stalled. I don't think Radakachanda should have pushed alone there. Again, it's still a 2v2 situation. Only 30 seconds left on the clock as the last 2 players of Lake Stevens pretty much know that they're there. As Call Me Felipe, fantastic shots by him. 2 quick headshots onto the last remaining players of AC Davis. And now it's an 8-7. They really needed that round.
What an absolute monster, call me Felipe. 2 quick burst rounds to put down the last 2 players from AC Davis, and what a way to take the first round here in the second half. Lake Stevens only down by 1 now, and since seeming that the economy on the AC Davis side is in shambles, they should have no problems taking this round as well. AC Davis look to move towards B side here, but Don, you gotta think, right? Even with the SMGs in hand, how much damage can you do, especially when you're going up against a monstrous aim, as well as, I mean, paired up with a Vandal?
I wouldn't speak too soon. We've seen some impossible rounds already, some thrifties, some quick plays, stuff like that. So going into this next round is AC Davis 5-man pushes onto the B site. Door will be closed. 2 players on B site. 1 drop down towards log. Willie gets seen. Call Me Felipe actually gets 2. Budget Pro picks off 1. Call Me Felipe with a 3rd. Just absolutely destroyed AC Davis. We're gonna act like I didn't say anything can happen.
A flawless victory coming in from Lake Stevens side. They are ready to take down whatever's coming their way. But now, now we got AC Davis on the Vandals. So it seems like we might just be having a bit more competitive round this time around. Because once again, Radakachanda, as we have seen before, can be a menace when it comes to it. However, we'll be on the light armor though, and on the Spectre, so gotta watch out for that. Unfortunately, we got an 8-8 for AC Davis's side. Have lost 2 rounds in a row. We'll be looking to make this comeback right here as they take mid and A control.
Yeah, Allures gets 1 up mid. Not a very good peak as it's just a firing squad up towards the top mid area. 3 players from AC Davis stacked up towards A site, but will they know that here close right is Jet with the Judge, gets 1. Sneaky Turtle with another from the Dice area. Dom with 1 up mid as well, I believe. Now the last player, AC Davis, up Cat, but gets picked off by Dom as well. 4 players stand for Lake Stevens. That was huge.
That definitely was huge. AC Davis, they were on a gun round. After 2 round loss in a row, they finally had the guns for it. They still have them, but unfortunately now Lake Stevens up by 1 and light armor all the way through for AC Davis's side. We shall finally see whether they're able to make this work as they push towards B side here. But I feel like AC Davis are not showing a lot of mid presence as we saw from Lake Stevens on the offensive side, now this is their time to do so. They're pushing in towards the A side, but you gotta have some kind of mid presence. You can't let them know that you're pushing in from only one direction. Always have to move towards the B through different angles here over at market as well. Unfortunately, as of right now, nothing yet. Call me Felipe absolutely denies lures over at short, and as we go, Radicachana still has found one. AC Davis, the trade comes in as the res does as well. Lake Stevens now in a 4v4 here, two over at B, two over at A side, but AC Davis, they're still looking to take B here.
Yeah, still stacked up towards the B main area. They're not giving up on this push just yet. Two people from Lake Stevens sitting on the site, but Frenny actually gets one. Fantastic job by him. One still on the middle dice area. David takes him out. Budget Pro gets one as well. Now one is sitting in the Viper's pit really close. Oh, he actually does get one, but David picks him off as well. Now it's just a 2v1. Oh, actually a 1v1 as Sneaky Turtle actually gets the bomb drop towards the lane. Now AC Davis has to retrieve it, but he's really low HP. Will he see the shot? He actually will. David, I believe that was a 3K. Just went crazy on site there and able to win the round 9-9.
Oh, Sneaky Turtle had so many stars to work with. There could have gone for the smoke, could have even gone for the ult when it came down to it. Unfortunately, when it comes down to it, it all is about what you're thinking in the moment. And this time, it wasn't the right thought. AC Davis, the 9th round to their win. And we got this game all tied up now. What do you think, Don? Do you think AC Davis will be continuing to push towards B side and get these victories, or do you think Lake Stevens finally have an answer to this one?
No, these rounds have been super close. Like you said, it's a very, very tight-knit game, 9-9 still. It's been neck and neck pretty much the entire time. It's not like any crazy comeback has happened. I think these teams are just really well balanced, and they really need something to be able to push one over the edge as 5 players stack up towards the B main area. Call me Felipe forced off the market angle, but nothing will be done about it as the drone does come out. Still 5 players just sitting in B main, not doing anything as nobody is giving them the peaks that they need. As Budget Pro actually does take up mid, and here comes Call Me Felipe peeking into tiles, gets a quick headshot onto Allures, but he will get traded out by Radicachana. David getting one as well, and Dom will pick off David onto the site. And now it's just a 3v3, now a 3v2 as Snarky Turtle gets one. Dom with another. Radicachana trades one out though. Now it's just a 1v2 situation. ADC Davis, Radicachana, we've seen it before. Can you make it happen? But will he notice that Jet is up market, but unfortunately he gets shut down by Dom anyway. 9-10 for Lake Stevens now.
Oh my God, Radicachana on that 1v2, it did seem like he had the opportunity to do something, had the smoke to work with as well. Unfortunately, could not make it work on that particular time. Lake Stevens finally on to double digits. Like you said, I've said this before, neck and neck for both of these teams, but it seems like with the gun advantages right now, we might see another Lake Stevens blowout, but we shall see how that goes down. We got 3 people stacking towards the A side, the Jet and Reyna, both ready to face AC Davis as they push in towards A main here. Budget Pro in a really good position. One in hand, could take down one easily, dashes out. The information comes in as well. Do we see Call Me Felipe on the flank? Yes, we do, as he takes down Rice Crisp after a few bursts here and there. AC Davis down to their last 3 players. What do they do here? They know 3 players are present over at A side, and that is probably not the way to go, Rada.
Yeah, just peeking there on a one-way smoke from Jet. I really like Budget Pro's positioning there. He played a fantastic off angle on the A main area, able to get his team an early pick as Allures picks one off from behind, but Budget Pro again with that great positioning picks off David as the last player alive for AC Davis. Just sits in A main, I believe, with a deagle, but Sneaky Turtle comes out, cleans it up. 9-11 for Lake Stevens.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Budget Pro enough, and I really have to compliment this man's ability to know when he needs to get out. As a Jet, sometimes people can get very aggressive with those dashes and smokes, but Budget Pro, he knows when is his time to push in and when is the time to push out of position, and of course he has done that every single time so far. 9-11 being the scoreline. Lake Stevens up by 2 as they edge closer to this victory. We see AC Davis still looking for answers.
Yeah, and a really weak buy here still. Half armors across the board with rifles and specters. Not looking great for AC Davis if they're able to make this work or not. I feel like this Viper wall is just giving away too much information as the rotate comes out from Lake Stevens as well. But 3 players still stacked up here towards B. Probably not going to be able to make this work, especially with this weaker buy. But Util does come out trying to find some information, but nobody has pushed up yet. But the KJ ult will come out, but Dom gets one, Franny with another. Now it's still a 4v4. They got to wait for this KJ ult as he has to get away from stairs and back up into CT. And now it's pretty much just a firing squad on both sides from CT to door or to main as Frenny gets one, Budget Pro with another. Flank comes out from Palmy Felipe. He's been known for this. Budget Pro finally cleans it up. 3 players standing for Lake Stevens as it's a 12-9 match point.
Here they go. Lake Stevens 1 round away from making it to the semifinals, and I can't stress this enough. If they take this victory in this round, it is totally deserved, because look at the way Lake Stevens have managed to make this comeback. Right on the offensive side, there they had a little luck, but unfortunately, I mean, they were down 7-8. After that, Lake Stevens an absolute blowout in these past few rounds, holding down each and every side to uttermost perfection. As we see Budget Pro this time in a very similar position, but will be going up against Guns. Decides to hide. And now this could turn out huge. We'll find out whether he's able to make a difference right here. It all comes down to Budget Pro's ability to make something happen. It all comes down to the timing. Budget Pro finds one. Can he get another? No, he doesn't. Franny takes him down. But the damage's been done. AC Davis 3v2 here. Do have that man advantage, but no sight for them. Utility still present here and there for Radakachana, as well as the ult. So could be the deciding factor. Dom on the operator. Now it comes down to him if he wants to stop this retake.
Yeah, and like you said, it's 2v4 here. Now the Fate ult coming out as well. Oh, well, actually, no, he puts it away. But Chamber ult is still out and ready for the A site push. They know they're still there because the KJ turret is still up and shooting at him. And now the Viper wall comes out. If Chamber is able to peek here into heaven, go past that wall, and it could be great positioning by him. But the Viper ult does come out. Able to get a little bit of space. Still not in the site, though, as here we go. Finally, Chamber decides to peek, but unfortunately, Radakachana not with the shots this time. But Dom actually does get 2, but unfortunately, the turret getting the final kill on Dom. Able to get AC Davis their 10th round. Actually not over yet. It was just by the skin of their teeth, though.
Absolutely great positioning there by Franny at the end. And of course, I am really surprised that Dom did not use his ult up anytime sooner to put down the turret. That's just how the way it is. AC Davis, they take another round victory. Still going to be hard to make this comeback happen because they're still looking to reach the bottom of the barrel, scrapping the bottom of the barrel here to get the guns going in their favor. Have full shields, but still we see a few Spectres here and there. Budget Pro on the Vandal pushing in further. We have an Odin as well. Call me Felipe on that classic flank. Will he find someone? We'll find out soon enough. He does spot Ehlers, doesn't get the kill. He's pushing it 2 further. He does get one. And that one is a crucial man. Right65 does take him down though. The rest could be coming out if the ult is there. Unfortunately, it's not. And AC Davis down by the tank will be having to make this 3v4 happen.
Yeah, 3v4, it's definitely still doable, but Dom actually picks out the bomb from mid here. So now the last 2 players towards the B main area, towards tiles, gonna be trying to pick up that bomb as 3 players rush up arches here to secure that bomb area and hopefully gain them the 13-10 victory here. The last 2 players just kind of stalled out here towards the tiles, waiting for the pushes from either side. It could be from B main, it could be from spawn, or it could be from right in front of them in tiles. As Sneaky Turtle does pick off one. Dom with the final kill, 13-10 for Lake Stevens.
Oh, that round's fate was decided as soon as the spike pushed in through short alone as well. Really unfortunate there for the Sage coming in from AC Davis' side, but it's time for celebrations. We see the bells ringing. We have Lake Stevens moving into the semifinals, and we'll be seeing more of them in the future next week. But Don, what do you think about these two teams? I personally really liked what I saw from AC Davis. There had an amazing first half. Unfortunately, could not make it work on the second one, but that's just how the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, like you said, both teams had a fantastic game. It was neck and neck all the way up to the end. Unfortunately, the econ for AC Davis just kind of fell out of control. I think if they managed it a little better and maybe made some more favorable plays on the attacker side, it definitely could have been an overtime game, and that's what I like to see. But like I said, unfortunately, the econ just spiraled out of control there for the last 3 or 4 rounds. It was literally just broken by after broken by. But we still have to give it to them. I think all of them played fantastically. Budget Pro with a fantastic, he plays great off angles. I think Jets playing off angles are super crucial. So Budget Pro, round of applause for you. As
Absolutely.
for the side of Lake Stevens, I believe it was Jet. Or no, not Jet. I'm sorry. It was Viper who did most of the work, most of the legwork. He had a great game. He really
Chanda.
showed up. Yeah, he definitely showed up and shined out. It was great to watch.
Really was amazing plays coming in from both of these teams. Unfortunately, it's just gonna be one that moves on to the semifinals, which is once again next week. So stay tuned for that one. Tomorrow we'll be having the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate playoff. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back again soon tomorrow, same time. But one quick final look at the bracket as we see Lake Stevens are going to be the one that move on into the semifinals. Will be facing either Nuke Sack Valley or Seattle Prep in the semifinals, but that isn't up till the 7th of December. That is going to be it from our side. Once again, thanks to the Washington Army National Guard for making this league possible. Thank you to Landfest for giving us this opportunity, and thank you to my co-caster Jeff, aka Don, aka I am Dirty Dan on Twitter, for being there when the internet was being a bit of a trouble. Oh, thank you to everybody for watching. We will see you next time.
Bye.